Hello everybody, how are you? This is Andreja and today I have a very interesting unboxing/review video for you. So remember how a couple of years ago I showed you the 1/6 silicone doll body? Well, ever since I received that body, I always wished for something similar for my minifees. A full silicone soft body without any visible joints would be such a dream, but if nothing else, I was hoping for someone to at least create a silicone bust piece. And this is exactly what I have in this box. The lovely magnetic duckling reached out to me in October 2017, and she showed me her amazing project. This is a silicone large bust specifically made for minifees. Sorry for the silly censoring, YouTube will definitely demonetize this video, just like they've done with so many of my other videos. But hopefully if I censor it like this, they will keep it up on my channel. Alright, let's unbox this. First of all, here we have the certificate of authenticity, which includes some of the specifications. Then here we have the A-line body internal structure. This chest and neck piece are made out of resin and will sit inside the silicone piece as support because the silicone on its own would otherwise just collapse. Then we have an elastic which will be used in conjunction with the next piece, which is the internal structure for the Fairyline body. Next we have a small white envelope, and be careful with this one because it contains talcum powder. Talcum powder is a key material to keep the silicone bust looking great and minimize how much dust and dirt it attracts. I like to keep mine in a small container like this, and then I apply it whenever needed by using a brush. And here is the silicone bust. As you can see, I've already blushed mine. But when you receive it, it will not have any blushing, you have to do it yourself. Magnetic Duckling explains how to blush the piece on her Facebook page. It's not too difficult, it's basically all done with pastels, and because of the nature of the silicone, the pigment stays attached to it easily. Just be mindful that depending on the type of clothes, some of the pastel can rub off. So it is possible that some of the pastel might transfer onto the clothing. Personally, I haven't experienced anything like that, but you never know. So this is how it looks from all angles. See, the silicone is super soft. Now it probably makes sense why you need an internal structure. The next pre-order for this bust will happen quite soon, so I will leave links to Magnetic Duckling's social media in the description. That way you can easily track all the upcoming news and updates. Also, if you're one of the lucky people who will have the chance to attend L-Doll, which is the European Ball-Jointed Doll Convention, then you will find Magnetic Duckling there selling some of these busts in both tan and normal skin colors. So now that we've seen all of the parts, I want to show you how to switch the normal bust with the silicone one. Magnetic Duckling has uploaded some pictures as a guide on her Facebook page, but perhaps seeing it in a video will be useful as a reference too. What about we start with the new Fairyline body? This one will be really quick compared to the A-line body. It is really easy, let me show you. First of all, let's remove the head. Using a string puller, lift and twist the S-hook. Remove the two neck pieces. Press the S-hook down and the chest will lift and the arms will detach from the body. Now we can remove the bust from the body. Super easy, right? Grab the elastic and do exactly as I am showing here. Now let's attach the internal structure and make sure that the long bit around the neck is facing forward. Then grab the elastic and pull it around the neck so that it holds the structure nicely in place. Next step, let's attach the silicone piece. Then the neck piece, like this. And now gently push in the arms until they lock in place. Nice! Now let's attach the neck mechanism. Pull and twist the S-hook again. And last but not least, put the head back on. Easy peasy. And here is the bust piece with the bra on. For me, the best thing about a silicone bust like this is how awesome it looks in clothes and how easily it conforms to all sorts of shapes of corsets, bras, dresses and shirts. I plan to do a dress-up video with this bust and try out a couple of outfits. That way you will see how versatile and beautiful it looks compared to a regular hard resin bust. Okay, moving on, let me show you how to switch the bust piece if you have an active line minifee body. In this case, things will be more complicated, just because we will need to completely take apart the body. It is not difficult, but it does take some time. You will also need some extra tools here, like ribbons, tweezers and forceps. If you have an extra set of hands, it will make your life so much easier, so maybe if you're a beginner in this, have someone to help you out. Also, if you have never done this before, I would suggest to take some pictures of the body before you begin. You can then use that as a reference just in case. Also, don't forget that all of the parts are marked with the letter L for the left side or R for the right side, so you can't really go wrong. Make sure that you are familiar with how the neck mechanism works and how and where each of the sections needs to sit. Again, taking some photos will be super useful. Okay, now it is time to remove the arms from the chest piece. This is where having an extra person to help you out would make things so much easier. But I did it on my own, so it is definitely possible with a little bit of extra effort. Okay, now that the body is completely unstrung, we can start stringing it back together with the silicone bust. This is where the bigger internal structure will sit, just on top of the lower torso part. Alright, let's do this. Position the torso elastic in the internal structure. Make sure that the knot stays in the middle. Now put the silicone part on top. Now attach the neck part, just like this. And now it is time for the arms. This is where a ribbon or a string will help, because some of the limbs cavities are a bit too narrow for the string puller, and it can easily get stuck in there. Just keep going and keep stringing everything slowly in order. You can't go wrong here. As long as you pay attention and attach the left side to the left and the right side to the right, you will be fine. Alright, first part is almost done. Now let's pull the long body elastic through the chest, up the neck, then through the ball connector, then through the S-hook and back down the neck and chest. Now you should have 2 long loops. Again, keep the knot of the second elastic in the chest section. And then just continue stringing all the parts back together, slowly one by one. we go, time to put the head back on. And here is a quick turnaround. Let's put the wig back on too. And here is Cassie with her new chest piece. The shoulder joints still work fine, and same with the neck section. I really like how realistic the texture of the silicone looks. It is so similar to real skin, unlike her glossy arms and legs. As mentioned before, I plan to do a dress-up video really soon, so if you have any questions regarding this chest piece, be it in regards to maintenance or anything else, let me know. Again, big thanks to the lovely magnetic Duckling for sending this to me. I think I am totally getting one for Brie when the tan skin option becomes available. Alright, it is time for me to go. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I will talk to you again really soon. Bye!